Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all having a good morning so far. Please like, share, and subscribe as you're coming in. This is going to be a collective reading, so take whatever resonate and leave the rest. I'm going to shuffle these cards up, and we going to get right into it. One time, but a one time. Hello. Hello. All right, let's see. What is the tea that is moaning, Spirit? May I please have the messages? Toxic ties. So, collective, you could have a toxic tie to someone, or you could be tied to a toxic situation. There isn't a victim villain story. It's a messy entanglement where both sides are contributing to the destruction. What else, Spirit? What else? May I please have the messages for my collective so we can clock that T? Whoa. I'm just say, all right. There you go. So we got fake profile. So someone could be under a fake profile. This could be someone that you have toxic ties to. It's not just a filter, it's a full-on facade. The person being presented doesn't match the reality behind the screen. So someone behind the screen lurking around on a fake profile, doing something with a fake profile. And we have chasing clout. So whoever this is under this fake profile, they could be chasing clout. I don't know if this is a fake profile of you, so they could be using your photo, your name, or just something of yours pretending to be you or pretending to be someone else and not themselves in order to chase clout. They are addicted to attention, and the thirst is starting to show. The spotlight's the goal, even if it means taking the whole storyline. So whoever this is on a fake profile, they could be trying to get your attention, collective, if they are trying to reach out to you off of a fake profile, or get your attention with a fake profile, or if they are using your picture or your name on this fake profile. They could be doing it to get attention from others, because you could be someone that naturally gets attention easily. And this person likes to be in the spotlight, so they could be trying to clout chase off your name, off your picture, or like I said, they could just be trying to mess with you off of a fake profile so that they could chase clout off of whatever they're trying to say to you or do towards you off this fake profile. Then we have breaking free. So you could be breaking free from this person or a cycle with this person. Cycles don't break themselves, but all it takes is one bold move to change the whole trajectory. And we got falling in love. So someone could be falling in love because they've been watching you off of a fake profile, or there could be someone on a fake profile watching you because they know that someone that's trying to break free from them is falling in love with you. Whether they saw it coming or not, the heart's getting involved and it's getting deep fast. This is more than a fling. So this could be someone that you had a fling with that someone could be breaking free from. And now they realize that they have fallen in love with you. But this is someone that had a toxic tie to someone else, someone that likes the clout chase, or this could be this person that you had a toxic tie to. And like I said, you could have broke free from them, but they realized they fallen in love with you. Then we have heartbreak. So whoever this is, they could have tried to break your heart. Sometimes the worst breakups are the ones that never got full closure. What hurts most isn't the ending, it's the fact that it never felt so right. So either they tried to break your heart, collective, Or they could have gotten their heart broke by someone that they had a toxic tie to. And now they could be falling in love with you. But this is somebody that lives in a fantasy world. Head in the clouds, heart chasing fairy tales. The truth is getting lost in all the sparkle. So, like I said, this person could have gotten their heart broken from someone that they had a toxic tie to because they fairy tales. So they could feel misunderstood at this time. The real version never made it past the rumors. Now they are stuck defending what they never said. So they could feel like they should have said something that they didn't. And now they feel misunderstood because they chose not to say whatever it is that they wanted to say to you. Now, if this is them that was lurking on this fake profile, they could have made this profile to be able to reach out to you, but they could have got scared to say what they needed to say because they could feel like you were going to judge them from trying to reach out on a fake profile. I don't know if you have this person blocked or why they're on a fake profile, but now the way they chose to go about things is making them feel misunderstood. So who this is? Who is this? So we got Page of Pentacles in the upright. So you could be a Virgo or they could be a Virgo. If you're a Virgo, you could be making an investment. You could be getting good news and worldly affairs, having a solid beginning, setting goals, making plans, laying the groundwork, taking advantage of opportunities. And you could be doing this with consistency. So you could have been invested or investing in something consistently that will bring you a bright future. And then we got a Scorpio in the upright, dreams in the upright. So this could be a Scorpio that you had a toxic tie to, that you could have broken free from, that's fallen in love with you after breaking your heart, dealing with fantasy pleasures. So this could be someone who like to go for things that fulfill their fantasies. So this could be someone with multiple options. You could have been one of many options, many choices. So this person could have been picking and choosing from who they wanted to deal with while procrastinating on dealing with you. So like I said, them dealing with these options, they could have broken your heart only to then fall in love with you once you broke free from this person. So they was chasing clout in fantasy land, dealing with people that look good on the outer, but they were in an illusion. They had wishful thinking, because this could be someone who feel like they were going to be able to deal with all of these options at the same time. They could have up to, or had up to 7 options. So they could have been going between you and these options. So this was somebody that thought that they was going to be able to have every one of those options. Let's see, what else, Spirit? What else? And you knew that this was a toxic situation. You didn't want to be one of their options. So you broke free from this person as well as the situation. And ever since then, they could have been chasing clout, trying to get your attention. This could be someone who is just a clout chaser. They love attention. They love the spotlight. And this is why they keep a lot of options. Then we got resilience in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. So this could be a Scorpio with Sagittarius in their chart, or this could be a Sagittarius with Scorpio in their chart. but they're refusing to compromise, refusing to give in. They could be stubborn, feeling like they're the last one standing when it comes to these options. Now, if these were your options, collective, you could have a lot of people that are interested in you. And this Sagittarius could have done things behind the scene to try to mess up any other options that you had because they wanted to be the only option for you. So they could have tried to weed out all the other options by doing something off of a fake profile, trying to break your heart. We have the Wheel of Fortune in a reverse. So this person could be getting bad luck now. So now that you're getting good news and worldly affairs, having a solid new beginning, this person wheel could be flipped upside down for whatever they were doing when it came to trying to destroy all of your options in regards to love. So now, after trying to break your heart, their heart is broken because they realize that they fell in love with you, and now that you broke free from this person, don't want to talk to this person, now they feeling like they misunderstood. But this is someone that wanted to keep a lot of options but didn't want you to have any. They wanted to be your only option. So now they could be in turmoil, having a lot of chaos around them. They could have a lack of control. They could be an interference. Obviously, if they entered, if they interfered with your love life, trying to make sure that you didn't have any options, just so they could be the only one who is seen. So they could be headed towards an unwelcome change. They could have wanted you to go through bad luck as well, go through turmoil and chaos, because they couldn't control you or the situation with you. I pulled some of my quads. And hello to anybody coming in. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. What else for this message, spirits? So let's see. So we got a Gemini female. So they could have been dealing with a Gemini female, or you could be a Gemini female, collective. Now, if they were doing something with a Gemini female to try and destroy your options or have your will in the reverse, now theirs could be in reverse. Like I said, spells to keep you stuck. So they could have been doing spells with a Gemini female to try and keep you stuck, because like I said, they didn't want you to break free from this toxic tie with them. And then we have attacked your health. So they could have went as far as to attack your health as well. So they could have done something in regards to your health so that you would feel like it was an illusion for you to go towards any other options. And we have father. So this person could be a father, whoever this Sag or this Scorpio is, that could have worked with this Gemini female, or this Gemini female could have a father. So this could be their father that did this to you if you was dealing with the Gemini female's father, who's a Sag or a Scorpio. And we have 2011. So you could have met this person in 2011, or something significant could have happened in regards to your father in 2011. And we have a toxic Leo female, could also be involved in attacking your health, as well as doing spells to keep you stuck, tied to a certain situation or a certain person. And we have backstabbers. So these people were backstabbers. Or this person could have backstabbed you with these females, and they could just be a father figure. So they could have been dealing with a Gemini female. Who else did we have here? A Leo female. And then we got a Sagittarius female. So this Scorpio could have been dealing with these females. And if this Sagittarius female is this Sagittarius, they refuse to compromise. Now, they could have been trying to weed out all the competition or all the options for a Scorpio. So they could have wanted to be the only one standing in regards to this Scorpio's options. So they wanted to be their one and only option. So they could have did this to other females or all the other females that were this Scorpio options. Like I said, the Scorpio could have had up to 7 options collective. And this Sag wanted to be the only one. It's Sagittarius female. So you could have been dealing with a Scorpio male that's feeling misunderstood because of them wanting to live in a fantasy. So this Sagittarius could have attacked your health as well as other females and been doing spells to keep you stuck. Now, if this is a situation where there were females that were okay with this toxic lifestyle that this masculine was living, they could have known about each other and was okay with dealing with each other. So they could have also worked together to attack your health and do spells to keep you stuck, collective. Because like I said, they could have been cool with each other dealing with this masculine because they could all know each other and be okay with that type of lifestyle, living this fantasy lifestyle. But they just didn't want them falling in love with you, collective. They didn't want the Scorpio to be with you. So they could have done spells on you to try and keep you stuck in life, try to have you go through a period in life where things would seem like you were just going through bad luck. And this was all due to them wanting to be an interference to you and this Scorpio. Then we had last week. So this Sagittarius female or these females could have done something towards you last week. Then we have BDSM. So they could be into BDSM. So maybe this is why this Scorpio had this Sagittarius female as one of their options, because they could be into BDSM. They could have done something with them last week. Now, I don't know if all these females were into this with this Sagittarius female. I don't know if this is this person's friends, and she's okay with letting her friends be involved in the bedroom with this masculine, and that's why he could have been in this fantasy world thinking that he could have all of these options, because this Sagittarius could be a female that allows other people into her bedroom just to try and fulfill this Scorpio's dreams, just to try to fulfill his fantasies, because she wants to be the number one pick, the last one standing. So she want to be looked at as the best option because she into all types of shit that he's into. And then we got a Aquarius female is also involved. They could be a part of this female friend group that deals with this masculine. Now, this Aquarius female could have been your best friend or this Sagittarius's best friend. Correct later. Up. Damn, that's crazy you said that. But yeah, this Aquarius best friend could be a cult leader. So like I said, this could be a group of females that's in a cult together, as well as a Capricorn female that's involved in this female cult group. Now, I don't know. Cancer female could also be involved because that's what's on the top of my deck. But let's see what else. That's crazy. As soon as she said that, corrupt leader, cult leader came out. What else on this reading, spirits? What's the tea? Give me more, plenty more. Then we got gold diggers. So this could be gold digging females. So they could have wanted to deal with this masculine because they knew that this masculine wanted to deal with you, and you were focused on your investments. They knew that whatever you were doing was going to allow you to have a bright future. So they could have tried to get this masculine to deal with you. Now, I don't know if this masculine dealing with some health issues, but I always used to say that up there looks like a Yameen's ahead of a you know what, and it looked like it's burning. So this Scorpio masculine could be burning from dealing with all of these females, because like I said, they could have been dealing with these females all at once. And they could have tried to send this masculine towards you, or they dealt with this masculine because they knew that this masculine was falling in love with you and wanted to come towards you. So if this masculine was dealing with health issues, like I said, if they came to you, they would have gotten you stuck. So these females were doing spells to keep you stuck. So they could have tried to attack your health because you didn't allow this masculine to come in and did spells to keep you stuck. So they could have tried to put a health issue on you by spell work. And they could have done this over and over to keep you stuck with this spiritual illness, so that they could try to be a gold digger when it came to you and this masculine's connection. So if you were going to be with this person, they felt like they would be able to feed off of this, because this masculine would have still wanted to deal with these females in the background. This connection comes with a price tag. It's calculated, strategic, and dripping in dollar signs. So they knew that you being tied to this masculine would have you guys dripping in dollar signs, and these females wanted a piece of that. They knew that you were a good investment. So they only wanted you to deal with this masculine if they were going to be able to deal with this masculine behind the scenes and still be able to profit or get whatever they wanted, the connection. What else? So we got family feud. So this could be a family. So most cults, they view themselves as family. So that could be where the family is. Or some of these females could be a part of your family, and there could be a family feud because of this. Sometimes blood is thicker than water, and sometimes it's just thicker with drama, judgment, and silent grudges. So if there's a female or females a part of this cult, they could have been holding a grudge towards you for whatever reason. Maybe because they couldn't be a gold digger and feed off of you or gain profit off of you from chasing clout. Because these females could have been chasing clout right along with this masculine, this Scorpio masculine. And they wanted to profit off of chasing clout off your name. Like I said, if one of these females had a fake profile with your picture, your name, they could have wanted to get attention, have the spotlight off of your name, your picture, and this fake profile that they made so that they could gain profit off of this as well as attention. So they could have been judging you because you may have not wanted to feud with this family. You weren't into the drama. You were steady breaking free, focusing on your investments, and they didn't like that. So they had a grudge against you because you weren't into the drama like they were. You weren't clout chasing. You weren't being a gold digger. And the fact that you weren't into everything that these females were into, this masculine started falling in love with you, and they didn't like that. So they were holding a grudge against you because of that. And then we have troubled past. So you could be someone who had a troubled past, or these females could have a troubled past. The past still lingers like smoke in a room. Even if it's buried, its energy hasn't left the building. Then we have expecting. So this Capricorn female could be expecting, or one of these females that's involved in this cult could be expecting, or they all could be expecting from a night of pleasure where BDSM was involved. So there could be either all or a few of these females pregnant from this night of pleasure where things got a little out of hand. So this masculine could have multiple women pregnant from trying to live in a fantasy or fulfill their fantasy. So it could have been their fantasy of dealing with all of these women at the same time. Like I said, they had wishful thinking to think that they could deal with all these women at the same time. And now they could have gotten burned out of the situation, as well as gotten someone or multiple of these women pregnant. So now the family could be feuding, whether if it's this cult or them trying to feud with you if you are family with some of these people. So this could be sisters of yours, collective, that you had a troubled past with. They maybe held a silent grudge against you because y'all never really had a good past. So maybe these are people you don't really deal with like that, and they could have held a grudge on you because of that. Or you guys could have had a falling out in the past and things just never gotten patched up. But they held a silent grudge against you, and they wanted to judge you and start drama with you. So they could have been trying to interfere in your life in any way that they could. Like I said, they wanted to cause chaos, wanted you to be in turmoil, as well as wanted you to have bad luck. So they could have not only been interfering in your love life with options of yours or people that they knew that were options of yours, but they were trying to do spells to keep you stuck, as well as attacking your health. Now, they could have also held a grudge because they knew that you didn't have whatever this illness was, even though they tried to put this on you through spell work. But like I said, you could have broke free from this and not even dealt with this masculine. So they could be holding a grudge against you because you don't have this. What else, Spirit? What else? What's the tea? So we got made you the villain because they wanted money left to you. So, like I said, if these were females that's a part of your family, they could have made you out to be the villain, wanted to turn your will upside down because they wanted money that was left to you. So they could have been clout chasing off your name, doing something in regards to a fake profile with your name and your picture attached to it because they wanted to make you out to be the villain so that they could take money from you. We did have father out here, so I don't know if your father passed in a year of 2011, but they could have passed, or something that your father had that you was left in 2011 these females could have known about, so they wanted to make you out to be the villain because they wanted this, whatever this is that was left to you in 2011. Then we have feels they outsmarted you. So these people are part of your family, or these sisters or these females. They feel like they outsmarted you in a situation because maybe they weren't able to make you seem like you were the villain. And then we have stole from YouTube account. So they could have been stealing from your YouTube account, collective, and that's why they feel like they outsmarted you, because they were able to steal from you. And they could have been doing this off of this fake profile. There could be someone who is a cigarette smoker that's involved in this cult, or you could be a cigarette smoker. This could be a Sagittarius, a black woman who's a cigarette smoker that was stealing from your YouTube account, right along with their cult members. Something could have to do with a bank teller, or they could be a bank teller. And that's how they were able to steal money that was left to you as well, whoever this Sagittarius black woman is. Or they could know a bank teller that they were cool with that allowed them to have access to some sort of money, whether if this was money from a YouTube account or money that you were left from a father or that a father has. So if your father had some money that was left to you in the year of 2011, they could have given it to these sisters instead of giving it to you. So it could have been left to you, but they could have given it to these sisters of yours. Then we have stalking out of control. So these females could have been stalking you out of control. And we have sunny day. So on a sunny day, they could have been stalking you out of control. You could have asthma, collective. Anymore. Or your father could have passed due to having asthma as well. If this is money that your father left to you from passing. It could go either way. You know how I go for your story, your situation. Then we have a Libra female. So you could be a Libra female, collective, or you could have Libra in your chart. Or there could be a Libra female that's also involved in its female cult. Then we have envious. So these females were envious of you because you were not only able to make money, but you were left some sort of money from a passing. So they were holding this silent grudge against you because they were envious of you. And we have Rachel. Somebody's name could be Rachel who's involved in this, that's envious of you. And we have a toxic Virgo male They could also be involved with these females or was envious of you and the money that you had attached to you. So they could have been working with this female cult group, or this could just be a cult. It doesn't have to be of just females. There could be males involved in this cult as well that work together to try and steal from people. And then we have New Jersey. So someone could be from New Jersey or traveling to or from New Jersey that's involved in this. Then we have secretly in love with you. So they could be secretly in love with you. And we have hiding money in different places. So these people could have been hiding money in different places that was left to you or that you obtained in some sort of way. But because they wanted to fake like they were you, they could have had access to this money and they've hid it in multiple places, in different places, so you wouldn't be able to find it or have any knowledge of it. Then we have a Leo is involved as well. They could have been hiding money. This could be someone that you have karmic ties to. They could be in New Jersey. Whoever this Leo is that's secretly in love with you from New Jersey that you have karmic ties to, or they could have karmic ties to these females or this cult group. These people could have been being reckless towards you, collective, very karmic. Someone had bad acne, or you could suffer from bad acne, collective. Something could have happened during the summertime, or they could have been doing something during the summertime. They could have been doing work on you to make you have bad acne during the summertime, or someone's name could be Summer as well. An Aries black woman could be involved. Their name could be Summer. They could have bad acne and they could have been being reckless towards you, collective, because they have karmic ties to someone who's involved. Then we have made others see you in a different light. So either this Aries black woman or this cult could have done this together because they wanted you to be the villain so that they could take money that was left to you, collective. So they could have made people see you in a different light all so that they could get this money. Then we have June. So something could have happened in June that's significant. Then we got death spells. So they could have been doing death spells in the month of June, which was last month. So they could have been stalking you out of control just to be able to come near you to do these death spells on you, collective. And we have group rituals. So they could have been doing group rituals on you. And we got Leo male. So there could be a Leo female as well as a Leo male involved in this. They could be a sex worker or they could deal with sex workers. So this cult could be of sex workers. Someone could be from Miami that's a sex worker, or they travel often to and from Miami, but they're a sex worker, and they could have been dealing with a Leo male, or this could be a Leo male who's dealing with a sex worker from Miami that could have been doing glamour magic on you as well, collective. Like I said, they could have wanted you to have bad acne. And we have messing with your network connection. So they could have been messing with your network connection as well. So they could have not wanted you to be on something while they were on it. If they were hacking your social media. So they could have been messing with your network so you wouldn't be able to access certain social media accounts at the time that they were accessing them, so that, so that they could do whatever they were trying to do on these social media accounts. Like I said yesterday, them motherfuckers hacked my Facebook and deleted everything on that bitch. But it's cool. It's A-OK. What else, Spirit? What else? Give me the tea. What's the tea? Give me more, plenty more. Alright, what's that? What it is? What it is, ho? Oh, what's up? So we got big break. So they could have done this to you, collective, because they knew that you were due for a big break. A major moment is brewing. This could be the launch, the offer, or the shout out that changes everything. So they could have known that someone wanted to give you a shout out, and they wanted to chase clout off of this. They wanted the attention instead of you getting the attention, as well as they wanted to make you out to be the villain to get access to money that was left to you because they didn't want you to receive it. They wanted to be gold diggers. They maybe not even wanted you to get an offer from someone that they were dealing with because they knew that this person had money, and they knew that you weren't into allowing a man to have multiple options. So they knew that they would no longer be able to deal with this man and receive money from this man. So they could have tried to come in between this love offer because they knew that someone wanted to offer you love. Like we did have a Leo male out here that is secretly in love with you. They could have wanted to deal with this masculine because they knew that this person wanted to come towards you. Just like I said in the beginning, they could have wanted to block all of your options. So if they were around here dealing with all of your options because they were stalking you out of control, knew who you talked to, knew who you were dealing with, they could have been doing this just to block you. So they would mess with these masculines just to give them this illness so that they will be burning, so that you would no longer be an option for them. And if you was to deal with them after they've dealt with them, you would be stuck right along with the health issue that they have. So they could have felt like they outsmarted you because either way that you would take, either direction you would go in, you would be fucked. So if you didn't deal with the love offer, you wouldn't get the love offer, nor what the person is attached to. If they come with money, you wouldn't receive love, none of that. If you did deal with the person, you would deal with the person and still have to deal with them, dealing with them because they have this illness. So either way, they wanted to fuck you over. They wanted to make sure your options were depleted or tarnished. And we got back together. So like I said, someone could be wanting to get back together with you. And that's why these females wanted to intervene so that they could fuck up things before this person came back towards you. The honeymoon round 2 has begun, but the real tea is in how long it will last. So because these females are always meddling, it probably wouldn't last long with whoever this is that want to come back towards you, whether a Scorpio or a Leo or a Virgo male, because that's all the males we have here. But it wouldn't last long because these females are very envious and they are always going to interfere and whatever connection you get in, because they stalk you out of control in order to know what relationship you have, what's going on in your life, or whatsoever. They want you to be heartbroken. They want you to have bad luck, whether if it's in finances or in love. And we got lies detected. So someone lies could be getting detected on what they were trying to do in the background. A version of the truth was offered, but it's curated, calculated, or conveniently incomplete. So you see this person on their phone in the background. So maybe they tried to hack your social media to see if this masculine was trying to get back together with you, to see if they were reaching out to you. And if they felt like this masculine was reaching out to you, they could have tried to mess with your network connection so they could have time to be able to hack your social media and delete anything that they need to delete, or block this person from contacting you. But their lies could be being detected on what they were really trying to do in the background. So now they could be upset because of this. Maybe you're exposing this, and this could be another reason on why they're holding a grudge towards you, because you could see right through the bullshit. You're detecting their lies in the situation on why they're choosing to do what they're doing towards you. And we got pulling the strings. So they definitely could have been pulling the strings in order to do this. So they definitely have a hacker in their camp, a hacker on their team, someone that knows how to hack as well as mess with network connections. And that's how they were able to pull the strings to do what they were able to do, as well as this bank teller that they know that's involved. That could be another way that they were able to pull the strings, because they're attached to a bank teller. So this could be a friend, a family member, someone that they know that works for a bank that has access to these funds of yours and gave them access to these funds of yours, because they were pulling the strings for these people. It's not what you know, it's who you can control. Someone is orchestrating the situation to make sure they stay on top. So like I said, they wanted to pull the strings in the background by using people that they knew that were close to them, that could have access or give them access to things that were yours, collective, so that they could stay on. They are a gold digger. They like to live a fantasy lifestyle. So they could have wanted you to be homeless while they live this lifestyle off of your dime, off of what was left to you, as well as what you worked for, collective. So they wanted control of you, control of your life. Like I said, they wanted to make sure that your wheel was turned upside down, so you would be seen as you were getting bad luck. What else for my collective? God damn, it just came out like plop. So we got rest in the upright. So you could be a Libra or have Libra in your chart. So you could be resting at this time because you could have been fearing something, fearing that the truth wouldn't come out about them pulling the strings in the background, fearing that they wouldn't get caught up for pulling these strings. So you could have been stressed out, having a mental overload, needing to empty, needing to relax and rest, needing peace and tranquility, because these people try to cause a lot of chaos around you to have you in turmoil. Yes, I do. You could email me for a personal. The email is in the description. For sure. And then we have foresight in the upright. Aries energy. So there could also be an Aries involved in this. Now, they could be traveling at this time. They could be the ones traveling. If they have Libra in their chart, they could be resting so that they could get ready to travel, because they could be planning a move. So they could either be moving to a foreign country or from a foreign country. They could be a visionary, but they could be trying to free themselves from something. So maybe this is the person as well who is trying to break free from a toxic tie that they have to one of these females that's involved in this, or they could be trying to free themselves from this cult altogether if they were a part of this cult or had dealings with this cult. So they could be trying to free themselves from this so that they could have a bright future, because they could just be seeing this as a toxic tie that they have to these people, and they feel like they would have success if they break free from these people or a person that's involved with this cult. So they feel like they need to make a choice in order to bring results. So they could be gaining some sort of foresight. Their third eye could be opening, and they could be getting the truth about people pulling the strings in a situation. They could be detecting these people's lies, and they could be making a choice. But they feel like whatever this choice is going to be hard work, but they know that they will be rewarded for whatever they're choosing to do. And then we have the star in the upright. So you could be this star energy collective. You could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart as well. Or you could just be in this star energy. You could be the star. You could have hope, inspiration, or you could give hope and inspiration to others through your creativity. You could be someone who is peaceful, at peace, and you could be content. You could be focusing on some sort of renewal, trying to renew yourself, trying to step into spirituality. And that's what's opening your third eye, is you focusing on your spirituality and able to have foresight. Now you could be resting and healing, being more positive in the situation, having faith in the situation. So you could just be rejuvenating yourself at this time after gaining some sort of foresight. Now you could have traveled, and after this travel, you could just be trying to rest and rejuvenate before moving forward. And then we have isolation. So there could be a Pisces that's involved that could have tried to isolate you, or these people could have tried to isolate you. We said already that they were doing spells to keep you stuck. They wanted to keep you stuck, collective, in any way possible, because they didn't want you to receive what was yours. So they could have wanted you feeling trapped, confined, cornered, like your hands were tied, like you were victimized. They wanted you to be restricted and bound. They wanted you bound to this health concern that they have, collective. So rather, if they were going to give it to you through a person that was involved in this cult, or with these females that have this illness that they gave to, they either wanted you to have it through one of these people or through the spell work that they've been doing to try to attack your health, to try and keep you stuck. So they wanted you paralyzed by fear, always having anxiety, always feeling stressed, hopeless, helpless, powerless, and silence. They wanted to silence you about what was going on, about them pulling the strings, about the lies that they've been telling. Or this could be how a Pisces is now feeling, they could be feeling isolated because they chose to deal with this cult. Then we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Pisces, Aquarius, Libra energy. So whoever the Pisces, Aquarius, or the Libra is, they could feel like they have a lack of ideas, intellectual incompetence, and a failure. So they could be feeling like a failure due to trying to isolate someone, make someone feel trapped. Maybe it didn't work because you're still hopeful, collective. You're still in this star energy. So they could feel like they have a lack of ideas because whatever they're doing isn't working. So they feel like a failure when it came to trying to make you feel like a failure, make you feel like you're incompetent. Then we have defeat in the upright. So whoever this Aquarius is, we did get Aquarius female over here that's a part of this cult. That could be this cult leader or involved with the cult leader. They could feel like they are defeated when it comes to trying to make you feel like you're incompetent or a failure. Now they feel defeated and like a failure for trying to defeat you, collective. So they could be trying to make a change now. They could be trying to walk away from trying to make you self-sacrifice. They realized that they were self-sabotaging by the behavior that they had towards you. They could have been very deceptive and lacked communication. They were very aggressive, trying to bully you, trying to intimidate you, to cause you pain. And now they could feel defeated because, like I said, you are still hopeful. You're still at peace. Then we have choice in the upright. Aries energy once again. So whoever this Aries is, they could just be, like I said, trying to gain foresight in a situation, some sort of foresight to make a choice. So they could have a choice between two paths, and that could be either to deal with these cult members or to go their own way. So they could be trying to make a decision now, or if they were dealing with someone, a part of this cult, and they had a choice between that person as well as you, collective, they could be trying to make a decision when it comes to the both of you. But they could have felt like the grass was greener on the other side, or they could be feeling like the grass is greener with you because they feel like they would get reward by putting in the hard work to be with you, collective. So they could just be focused on making this decision on whether if they should stay in the country or leave the country. If they're a foreigner and they're in a foreign country, they could be making this decision now, contemplating on this decision now on whether if they should stay or go. So they could be alienating themselves at this time away from people so that they could make a clear decision. But their third eye definitely could be open, and they could definitely be gaining the foresight that they need in order to make this choice. And we have moving on. So they could be moving on from someone. If they were dealing with a Pisces, they could be moving on from this person, or a Pisces that was involved in trying to isolate you, make you feel trapped, involved with this cult and doing things against you as far as these group rituals, these spells, trying to take money that was left to you, trying to steal from your YouTube accounts. If they were involved in this, they could be moving on at this time, isolating themselves, feeling abandoned. Maybe there are people that's isolating themselves from them. So they could be feeling abandoned. So they could be abandoning their plans of working with these people, walking away, letting go, traveling. They could be trying to escape the situation now because lies has been detected about these people pulling the strings. So whoever the Pisces is, they could feel like they reached their limits when trying to do this towards you. So they could be self-analyzing and deep introspection, just withdrawn from everyone and everything, and just feeling disappointed in themselves for even involving themselves and doing this to you. Wow. And we have the Ace of Cups in a reverse. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio once again. So I did see a Cancer female in the deck that I showed y'all in between the video. So a Cancer female could also be involved. But if this Pisces is a female, they could have just recently had a miscarriage. So we did have expectant out here. So this could be one of these females that's expecting. There could be a Scorpio expectant as well, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio expecting, or multiple of these females could be, like I said, if they dealt with the masculine all at once, had an orgy with this person. They could have had a miscarriage due to this illness. So they could have gotten this illness, and because of this illness, they could have lost the baby. So they could now be infertile because of this illness that they have. So they could be in grief and pain right now because of the miscarriage. They could have repressed, I said repressed, repressed emotions and hidden love. So they could have really been happy to have this baby, happy to be pregnant, just to all, just to be upset because now they can't love this baby because there's no baby to love, pretty much. So they got hidden love, however you want to say it. Anymore. So we got lied on the stand for money. So someone could have lied on the stand for money. Maybe they faked to be you, collected. So they could have got on the stand as you. So there could have been a fight for this money in court. And someone could have pretended to be you because they were a part of your family. And they could have lied on the stand to receive this money. And that's why they feel like they outsmarted you, because they could have received this money, like I said. We just said. But yeah. So they could have known that there was a sacred union between you and someone that was involved with these females. And like I said, they could have wanted to stop this sacred union from coming together. And that's why they wanted to interfere and try to give this masculine or you this illness before you guys came together. And then we have dental assistants. Someone could be a dental assistant, or someone that you have a sacred union with could be a dental assistant, or you could. Then we have YouTube employees. So there could have been YouTube employees working together as well, or working with these people to be able to steal from your YouTube account. So not only did they take money that was left to you from a passing, could be your father, or could be someone that passed away in the year of 2011 that was attached to your father. So it could be on your father's side, if not your father. So not only did they lie on the stand to receive that money, they could have had YouTube employees working together to steal from your YouTube account. So this could be money that was already stolen because they work with YouTube employees, or some of them could actually be YouTube employees that work together to steal from your YouTube account. Then we have humiliation rituals on repeat. So these people could have also been doing humiliation rituals on you on repeat, collective. You could be someone that has 4 kids. Then we have an Aries female could also be involved as well. Somebody could be burnt out. This Aries female could be burnt out at this time. Or they could have been trying to burn you out, collective. Then we got the Fool on the top of this deck over here. So they could have wanted you to be this full energy, wanting you to be careless, wanting you to do something careless, wanting you to have a lack of commitment to someone that you have a sacred union with, or to yourself, collective. Any more for this reading, spirit? To me, we got drama queen. So this could be drama queens, or someone, or this Aries female could be a drama queen. Don't get pulled into the drama. If peace showed up, they'd start a fight out of boredom. So whoever this Aries female is, or multiple females are part of this cult group, they are drama queens. They like to start shit just out of pure boredom. And then we have status symbol. So these could be people that like to chase symbols instead of substance and wonder why they still feel empty. So these are people with troubled past that like to live in a fantasy world. They like to chase symbols because they don't like anything of substance, because they are stuck. Toxic ties, having toxic ties to people, places, and things. And they still feel empty. So maybe they like attacking you, collective, as well as holding grudges on you, because you're, no matter what you go through, you're still able to have hope, inspiration, and be creative. Be in this star energy. Have faith in a situation. And we have hidden agenda. So these people had a hidden agenda all along. Not everyone's motives are obvious. This connection comes with fine print and a hidden clause. So like I said, they had this hidden agenda all along to interfere in your relationship, or who you were supposed to come together with in this sacred union. They wanted to destroy that. Any more, spirit? Any more messages? What's the tea? What's the tea? Any more? Plenty more. What's the tea? What's the tea? Then we got a big weed smoker. Someone could be a big weed smoker that was involved in this, having this hidden agenda. And it was all for the love of money. Because they some damn gold diggers. That's all they want is money, because they fucking clout chasing ass gold diggers. Somebody could be a transgender that's also involved in this. And someone named could be Carly as well. Then we got never-ending story. So this situation is like a never-ending story. It's like I said, you still got this Sag that's wanting to be the last one standing in all of this, so they could still be trying to do something towards you. Now, this could be the tranny as well. I don't know. Somebody could be a trans. Bell spirit. What else? What's the tea? Give me more. Plenty more. And we got a Taurus is also involved in this. They could be waking up screaming, or this toxic Sagittarius female, they could be waking up screaming. And like I said, this could be a tranny, or a Taurus could be a transgender that's involved in this. A Taurus could have cheated with a toxic Sagittarius female that could be a transgender. And they could be wanting your forgiveness, collective. As well as a Libra male could be wanting your forgiveness that was involved in this. Involved in having this hidden agenda for the love of money. Anymore. Then we got divine counterpart once again. So you definitely have a divine counterpart that you were supposed to have this sacred union with that they didn't want you to have. Then we have death spells. So they could have been doing death spells on you as well as your divine counterpart. Death on the connection coming together as well. Aquarius female is out here again. So an Aquarius female was definitely involved with doing these death spells on you. And we have just hearing your name makes their blood boil. So whoever the Aquarius female is, every time they hear your name, it makes their blood boil. They could have also been doing blood magic on you as well. Then we have refuses to let you live a peaceful life. So these people do not want you to live a peaceful life, collective. They always want you to be surrounded by chaos, always in turmoil, feeling isolated, abandoned, defeated. And then we have fake ID. So yeah, like I said, someone could have tried to pretend that they were you by using a fake ID as well as a fake profile. They tried to be you, or they pretended to be you to receive some money that was left to you, collective, as well as to steal from a YouTube account. They were faking, pretending to be you. Not only with a fake ID, but through a fake profile. The motherfucker thought that they were you. Period. Periods. Any mo, plenty mo, what's the tea? Any mo, plenty mo, what's the tea? What's the tea? What's the tea? All right, so we got content with misjudging you. So these people are content with misjudging you, collective. And we have Antonio. So Antonio could be involved in this. They could be content with misjudging you. As well as a Sagittarius male could be involved in this. They could be content with misjudging you. What else for my collective? So we got the definitely upright Scorpio energy. So like I said, you could have been dealing with a Scorpio, or one of these options of yours could have been a Scorpio, but it's death to this motherfucker, because like I said, they could have got this illness from these many options that they wanted to have. They could be burning because of these options that they wanted to indulge in, wanting to live out this fantasy of dealing with multiple women at one time, and they got that fantasy, but they got something else too with it that brought a death to their ass. Now, if you are a Scorpio, or you got Scorpio in your chart, like I said, you could be breaking free from these people, breaking free from toxicity, and you could be ending things, making a change, having a spiritual transformation so that you can have a new beginning, and you could be letting go, like I said, of people, places, and things, ending things, changing, making changes to transition. This could have been sudden, and this could have caused an unexpected upheaval, because there could have been people that didn't want you to make a change, that didn't want you to transform spiritually. They wanted you to stay stuck. And that's why they were doing the spells, to try and keep you stuck, because they wanted you to be like them, indulging in things like them, always stuck in fantasy land like them. So they didn't want you to make any changes. They didn't want you to bring closure to them, or closure to anything that was toxic. They wanted you tied to this toxicity and these karmic people and situations. But you released them, and you made a change, as well as you could be changing up your work and something you do for work. You could be making a change in that. And that could be the investment that you're making. So you could be putting in the groundwork when it comes to a change of work that you're focused on. And you could be taking advantage of the opportunity to make a change in work. And we have the potential for abundance, the Ace of Pentacles in a reverse, Earth sign energy towards Capricorn or Virgo. So we did have Capricorn female as well as Taurus in this deck. So there could be, or you could be a Virgo. Like I said, we got the Page of Pentacles in the upright. So they could have wanted you to have a lack of money, wanted you to have poor financial controls, and for you to lose opportunities. As well as there could be a earth sign that's involved in all this that could have a lack of money due to poor financial control and them losing opportunities. Then we have the Page of Cups in the upright, Pisces energy. So you could have a child that's a Pisces, or this Pisces could be like a child, so they could be childish. Whoever this Pisces is that wanted to involve themselves in this cult because they wanted you to be isolated. So this could be someone that doesn't listen to their intuition, but now they could be trying to listen to their intuition. And that's why they could be abandoning their plans when it comes to working with these people. So they could be walking away, letting go, because they could now be listening to their intuition. Now, this could be someone that has a crush on you as well, collective. They could be wanting to bring you some joyful news as well. And then this could just be the energy that you're in. You could have Pisces in your chart, or you could just have a strong intuition as well, collective. So you could be healing your inner child, being young again, being more childlike, more sensitive. You could be a dreamer. You could be listening to your spirit guides, getting psychic messages. You could be psychic, collective, very intuitive. So you could be receiving intuitive messages that's making you feel joyful as well, because your intuition could be telling you something about these people that they were doing. So you could be getting messages about what's going on of what's going to happen. Then we have the sun in the reverse. So this Pisces or these people, they could have a lack of enthusiasm. Like I said, it could be this Pisces that's realizing that they have to move on from the situation, feeling abandoned, walking away. They could have a lack of enthusiasm. They could be sad at this time. They could feel like they had unrealistic expectations, and they could have been in their ego. So, like I said, where is that? 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 So, like I said, if this is a Pisces that lost a child, because this is the child card as well, and we got Pisces heavy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for the Ace of Cups in a reverse, that's miscarriage, as well as the Sun in reverse, that's miscarriage again. So there could be a Pisces that had a miscarriage or a stillbirth. So they could be sad because of this. And then we have lost in the upright. So yeah, they could have lost this child, as well as a Scorpio could have taken a loss, or they could have lost a Scorpio child. So they could be grieving this child, feeling in despair over this child that they lost, and remorse and regrets. They could be traumatized. They could be mourning this child, like I said, heartbroken. This could be some unwelcome change of them losing this child. So they could be preoccupied with this loss of this child, whoever this water sign is, for their Pisces or Scorpio. So a Scorpio could have either lost a Pisces child, or Pisces could have lost a Scorpio. So they could be emotionally unstable at this time due to this loss. But we have charity and giving in the reverse. So you could be getting gifts, charity, donations, money, community support, or help. Or this is what these people could have tried to take. It's like I said, they could have been working with these YouTube workers, or they did work with these YouTube workers to steal from your accounts. So they could have stolen these gifts or tried to steal your gifts, collective, tried to steal your support by faking to be you. So they didn't want you to have any help, any assistance. They wanted to be able to take that from you. So they wanted you to take a loss, collective, so you could be in grief and pain and despair, preoccupied with you losing what they took from you. So they didn't want you to be hopeful or to have faith. They wanted you to be focused on what they stole from you. But instead, you're remaining hopeful, you have faith, and you're continuing to move on in the situation. And then we have the Knight of Wands in the upright, Aries energy. So this Aries that's trying to make a choice, they could be trying to see the vision with you, collective, or in a situation. They could be energetic, experienced, optimistic, honest, passionate. So they could be trying to be honest with themselves about what option that they should take. And then we have curiosity in the upright. So they could be curious as to how it would be with you, collective. Like I said, if they have a choice between you and one of these females that they could have been dealing with that's involved in this cult, so they could be trying to visualize how things would be with you if they actually put in the hard work to be with you. And then we have the Page of Swords and an upright Gemini energy. So there could be a Gemini involved in all of this. They could have Aries in their chart. And they could be curious about you, curious about how things will be with you. If this is one of your options as well, collective, they could be delaying messages that they want to send to you. They could feel like they need patience when it comes to dealing with you, or they could feel like that you would need patience when dealing with them. They could be trying to think of ideas on how to come towards you or what they should say to you. Any messages that they're delaying from you. But they could be feeling like they need to think before they speak. But whatever they want to bring to you or say to you, they want it to be fair. So they want to be fair with you, collective. That sun don't be no joke. That's why I be trying to block it out. I'm telling you, for real though, because I definitely don't. Where's the fun in that anymore? So we got expects you to chase them. So whoever this Gemini is that's curious, that's contemplating on sending you messages, they wanted you to chase them, collective. So maybe they feel like they need patience on when you will come chasing after them. Maybe they want you to text them first, and that's why they delaying texting you or messaging you, because they wanted you to chase them. Whoever the Gemini is. So they could be trying to gain some inspiration to come towards you, because they could be feeling foolish, the fact that they got to come towards you because you ain't chasing them. And they thought that you would have chased them. Then we got homeless. So you could be homeless, collective. Or this person could be homeless. You could be an older woman if you are homeless. We got Virgo male out here again. A Virgo male could be homeless with the older female that they are with. This could have been someone that you had a sexual encounter with. Or a Virgo male could have made you homeless, collective, if you are an older woman. And this Virgo male could have been someone that you had a sexual encounter with, like I said. But they could have creepy vibes, so they could be a whole motherfucking creep. Because they don't want you to be able to eat or survive, whoever this creepy ass Virgo male is that made you homeless, collective. Then we have February. So something could have happened in a month of February. You could have been homeless from this person in a month of February. Something significant about February happened. Well, something significant could have happened in the month of February. Or this could be an Aquarius or Pisces energy that doesn't want you to be able to eat or survive. And we have obsessed. So these people could be obsessed with you. They could be obsessed with not wanting you to be able to eat or survive. Obsessed with you being homeless. Then we have needing the situation to look like there's no reason for them to be jealous of you. So these people that are obsessed with you, they want to keep you homeless, make sure you're unable to eat or survive, or doesn't want you to, because they want the situation, will need the situation to look like there's no reason to be there is no reason for them to be jealous of you, because they are jealous of you, and that's why they're so obsessed with not wanting to see you eat or survive. They want you to be homeless because they want to make it seem like they're not jealous of you, and there's no reason for them to be jealous of you. And if you're in this situation where you're homeless, you're not able to eat or survive, it's gonna look like it ain't no reason for them to be jealous of you. So it makes sense, you know. I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy. Look, y'all, I'm neat today. I'm neat today. For the last 2 days, I've been messy. But I guess because it was messy bitches in the energy. You mean any more for the collective? Any more, plenty more. What's the tea? So we got real receipts. So the real receipts could be coming out about what these mofos been doing, collective. The screenshots were saved and the messages were archived. The evidence is airtight and ready to blow things up. So like I said, the real receipts is getting exposed. Lies are being detected when it come down to these people and what they were doing. Maybe they thought that they had their tracks covered, but it's some receipts out here, so they left something behind. And then we got numbing out. So someone could be numbing out due to these real receipts being shown, or lies being detected and someone having screenshots on them. So they could be drinking at this time. They could be a heavy drinker trying to indulge in order to numb how they feel at this time. They say they've got it under control, but the pattern is starting to show. When life get heavy, their escape route is always chemical, so they always turn through their drinking habit or their drug habit, whatever it shall be, in order to numb out. And then we got envy vibes. So these people were envious of you, collective. Like I said, they wanted you to be homeless, wanted you to not be able to eat or survive, because they wanted it to look like there was no reason for them to be jealous of you. But they are very envious and jealous of you. Envy wears many faces. Sometimes it shows up as fake support, fake concern, or unsolicited advice. So these could have been people that acted like they were supporting you, but it was fake support. Because how you supporting me but taking from me at the same time? Shaking my head. And then we got double life. So some of these options of yours that are these men, they could have been having a double life or living a double life. The last signs we had out here was a Virgo male. So there could have been a Virgo male living a double life, or a Gemini that could have been living a double life. And that's why these people wanted you to chase them, because they was too busy living a double life, but still worried about you. Someone is juggling stories, identities, or relationships and hoping no one notices the overlap. So, as well as these mofos, that was your options that like to live double lives. Obviously, whoever was on this fake profile pretending to be you, the one that got this fake ID of you, collective. Where is that? It can't be down that far. I think it's at the top. But they was obviously juggling stories, because like I said, they had to do things towards you, collective, to make it seem like they were right in a situation. Like, there was no reason for them to be doing things against you. But they was definitely juggling stories as well as identities. Definitely identities. As you had a fake ID of the collective as well as a fake profile, bitch. You wanted to be the collective or come off like you was the collective hoe. So you was juggling identities for show. For shit show. Hello. But yeah, so it was motherfuckers juggling stories, juggling identities and relationships. They gonna say or no, it's and shit. Then we got making peace. Now motherfuckers want to make peace in a situation. After they refuse to let you live a peaceful life, now you know what peace is. Now you want to make peace. What the fucky? After all the drama and side eyes, someone's ready to drop the aggression. The energy is shifting from war zone to neutral ground. Well, would you look at that? Ain't that some shiitake? Crazy work. That's crazy, baby. Trying not to turn up my motherfucking beat because I don't be knowing if y'all can hear it or not. But this sun is hot. Alright, let's get some more. What this is. So we got sipping. So someone sipping, like we already said, they was numbing out, trying not to feel whatever they feeling right now. So they sipping. They been drinking. So they could be trying to be nosy, collective, spreading rumors, gossiping about you because they all in their feelings. They could be trying to spread rumors of you living a double life, so that they could be trying to make it seem like it was you that was living a double life, like it was you juggling stories, identities, and relationships, when they know damn well it was them. And we got extra. So these motherfuckers want to be extra, want to be extra dramatic in a situation when they spread these rumors and gossiping. It could be trying too hard to start some shit. Any more for the collective? What's the T? And we got key players. So they could have been trying too hard in regards to something that they were trying to do to you, the key player collective, because they knew that you was an important person. They knew that they would be able to clout chase off of your name because you are an important person that gets attention, and they wanted the spotlight and the attention for themselves, knowing that you was irreplaceable, knowing that you play an essential role in everybody's life. And because you are an important person. Then we got wine and dine. So someone could want to wine and dine you, court you, consistently date you because they claim to have romantic feelings and passion for you, collective. So they could be trying to say, oh, now they want to come and court you because they see you as this important person in their life, that you're irreplaceable after dealing with them hoes. Anymore. And we got frenemy. So someone could be your frenemy, or this could have been a bunch of frenemies. These could have been people that wanted to fake like they were your friend collective just to get up in your business, just to be nosy, just so they could spread rumors and gossip about you. So they were trying to get in close, be two-faced towards you because they had hidden intentions. So the goal was to try and come in like they were friends to you or wanted to be your friend. Whole time they was planning to backstab you. And then we have ghosts. So someone could have ghosted you and gave you no closure in this situation, or because they ghosted you, there was no closure. So they could have did the disappearing act because they didn't want to be seen for the frenemy that they was towards you, collective. They didn't want to be seen for the hidden intentions that they had towards you, so they decided to ghost your ass. Because they ain't want to be seen for who they truly was or what they was really trying to do. And then we have red flag. So the warning signs are there. So you could have took that as a warning sign, them ghosting you. And you could have took heed and realized that it would have been a risky situation had you stayed dealing with this person, or been there when they were ready to come back after trying to do this disappearing act. So now you can know that this is a risky situation because they ghosted you for a reason, obviously. So they def had hidden intentions. And you could be realizing that and seeing things for what it is. And we got lucky breaks. So you could be coming into a time to where you will have good fortune, collective, like I said. If you are this page of pentacles in an upright Virgo energy, or got Virgo in your chart, or just in this time of investing, you could be getting good news or worldly affairs. This could be this lucky break. So you could be getting good fortune, like I said. Good things could be coming towards you, and this could be a turning point in your life. Excuse me. What? Hey, yo. A baby warlock. What the fucky? Where'd that come from? Y'all be so random, dog. So we got rebound. So whoever this is that ghosted you, they could have wanted you to be a rebound, collective. So they could have been flighty. Like I said, they wanted you to keep still so that they could come back whenever they wanted to come back. So they would ghost you in hopes that you would still be waiting, because they wanted you to be a temporary option. They had unpredictable intentions for you. Then we got supersize me. So you could be on the thicker side, or this person could have made you out to be this rebound because they felt like you were doing too much in a situation, or that you were excessive, overindulgent, or these people could have wanted you to be seen as you were doing too much. You were excessive and overindulgent. They were doing glamour spells and all kinds of different spells and rituals against you. They could have been doing spells on your weight, wanting you to gain weight, wanting you to overeat as well. Then we got lipstick evidence. So whoever this is that wanted you to be this rebound that was flighty with you, they could have been cheating. So rather if they were cheating on someone that they were with in order to deal with you, or they could have cheated on you to deal with someone else. So this could be someone that betrayed you. They could have betrayed you with a frenemy of yours, collective. So like I said, these females, they could have always been stalking you to know who you're dealing with when you're dealing with them, so they could come in and destroy those options. So they could have been Whoever this is that wanted you to be a rebound or made you into a rebound, they could have dealt with your frenemy behind your back, and that could have been the betrayal. Then we have new boo. But you could be getting a new boo, collective. A new love. You could be learning from this person, and they could be learning from you. This could be a flirtatious situation as well. This could be one of the good things that is coming to you. New love, instead of dealing with these old mofos that like to cheat and have multiple options. And we got puzzled. So someone could be puzzled trying to see who this new boo is, or if you have a new boo. So they could be confused on who you're dealing with, conflicted, or someone could be conflicted because they know that you're going to have a new boo and it ain't going to be them because they are a cheater and a liar. Then we got receipts once again. So like I said, they could be confused on how these receipts got out, or how you know about their betrayal, about them cheating. So they could feel like they are guilty as charged, or these people could be guilty as charged for stealing from you, collective, as well as doing everything else that they were doing. So they could be being exposed for just being envious towards you, holding grudges towards you, not wanting you to live a peaceful life, just wanting to take from you, collective. And they could be exposed for doing this, or someone could be exposed for cheating with a frenemy of yours, collective. Then we got my boo. So someone could have wanted an official status with you, an exclusive relationship, just to want to see each other openly. So like I said, they could have thought that they was going to have this situation with you, be in a relationship with you, just to still be able to cheat on you. So they wanted you to be in a relationship with you, but still just want to see each other openly. How that work? And then we got lust, because this could be someone who was lustful for you, lusting after you, or they could just be someone who is lustful that is always looking for an open relationship because they can't just deal with one person. They're greedy when it comes to sex. They can't get enough, and they like to have multiple options, and they like to bear back these multiple options. Because they're inconsiderate as fuck. They don't give a fuck if they get a bitch pregnant or not. Who or how many bitches they get pregnant. Like I said before, it's motherfuckers pregnant up in sure. But some of these hoes is losing their babies. But it's definitely some mofos pregnant up in sure. But for the ones losing their babies, they could have lost their babies as a backfire if they was in on doing this spell work towards you to attack their health. Their health could have got attacked in return, and that could have been why they lost the baby, as well as them carrying this illness that they've been wanting you to get through a lover as well. You means I'm gonna pull a few more, then I'm gonna end this because my bike is starting to hurt. My bike. I ain't pulled these in a while. I don't know what Shorty talking about the Bible. And how I feel is no one should be a warlock or a witch. Should nobody be fucking off in that shit. That's how I feel about it. So I don't really care about what you talking. I feel like nobody should be doing that shit, period. Anymore. See, Russia just passed the law. If motherfuckers is doing shit that they ain't supposed to be doing when it comes to shit like that, They go to jail for that shit. That's how I need to be everywhere. And then we have happy. So you could be headed towards a happy time or happy times, this lucky break. So you could be embracing some loving connection that you would be happy with. Like I said, this could be the new boo that's coming in after you having to deal with cheaters and motherfuckers that just wanted you to be in an open relationship. Now you could be getting a new boo, someone that's more on your level that you could learn from, and they could learn from you, because this could be one of the good things that's coming towards you to make you happy, collective. What else, Spirit? What else? What else for my collective? So we got 1111. So we did have Sacred Union out here, as well as Divine Counterpart. So this could be your divine counterpart that you're going to have this sacred union with, or be in your sacred union with. As we got 1111. Y'all all know what that means, twin flame. 1111 is an important number for twin flames, symbolizing harmony and balance in soulmates. So you guys could be coming into harmony and balance so that you guys could come together in this sacred union, for this sacred union, because you guys are divine counterparts. And then we got indication. Watch for signs that lead you to love. So you may need to watch for signs that's leading you to this person, or that person could be watching for signs that leads them towards you, collective. Then we have attract. The appeal of soul pairing goes beyond superficiality. So this is not going to be something that is superficial. It's going to be the real deal, collective, because you guys could both see things the same way. Y'all don't want to be cheaters. Y'all don't want an open relationship. Y'all both could want the same thing, and y'all both could be people that could learn from each other, or individuals that could learn from each other, rather. Anymore. So we got barriers. So there could have been barriers, collective. Like I said, people wanted you to be isolated, wanted you to feel abandoned, wanted you to be stuck. So they could have been the barrier in your life. But you could be finding ways around the obstacles in order for you to find happiness, collective. And then we got study. So let love show you how to learn from each other. Like I said, you and this new boo, y'all gonna be learning from each other. And y'all will be letting y'all love show you how to learn from each other. So you guys could be studying each other at this time, trying to learn from each other. And we have maze. So things could have felt like you were in a maze. Even if you felt lost, there's always a way through the maze. So you could be finding your way through the maze. And we have openness. Be open to receiving divine guidance and relationships. So you could be now listening to your intuition, collective, letting the divine guide you when it comes to relationships, so that you won't be tied to anything or anyone toxic when it comes to your relationships. Then we have love. Love can conquer everything. Then we have embrace. Embrace what fate has in store for you. And fate has a lucky break for you, good fortune for you, good love for you. Good things are coming, because that's what's fated to come. Then we have admiration. It's time to think about everything you appreciate in your partner. So you could be admiring your partner, or they could be admiring you at this time. But yeah, collective, that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Deuces. Like, share, and subscribe.